I think one of the big necessities of the Common Core is that the librarian, whether school or public, and the teachers have to get back together. I think they've been out of touch. The teachers have been overwhelmed. They've been dealing with testing and NCLB. The librarians very often suffer from the stub toe complex, like I tried, she didn't listen, why bother? That can't work, because the biggest problem we're seeing in the teachers is not so much that they're resistant or want the right answer, it's they don't know the books. They know fiction, or they can know fiction, or they know what's around, or they know the book they used last year, or the teacher down the hall did. They do not know nonfiction. They don't even know that it exists in these wonderful forms. The librarians do know those books, or at least they're trained to know how to know. They know the Orbis Pictus Award comes from NCTE. They know there's the NCSS CBC list of notable trade books. They know about the Seibert. They know about the Young Adult Nonfiction Award. So they can be the resource to come to the teacher and say, let's build a cluster. For example, last year, Candace Fleming came out with a new Amelia Earhart book, which had a very innovative structure, uncovered some new facts about Amelia Earhart. Put that next to 2 or 3 other Amelia Earhart books, not as one's right and one's wrong. How are they different? How could they be different? And think about this. Have the teacher work with the kids. How can nonfiction be different? How could it be that it can be different? In the old days, it couldn't be different because there was a right answer. In the new days, they can be different because there's a point of view. Just as what I always say to when I do school visits, or sometimes say, is if you hear a rumor in the school, X did Y, do you necessarily believe it? Maybe you do. Or maybe you ask your other friend, do you think that really happened? You gather evidence. You hear stories around you all the time. You try to figure out which make sense, which don't. That's the same thing we're doing with our books and in our nonfiction.